la 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 la
Hello my friends, Oleg here again. So, and yes, you guessed it right, today we're gonna talk about new Apple iPhone X. Since the announcement and beginning of sales on November 3rd for iPhone X, all Apple fans actually split into two categories. Ones who love the iPhone X despite all the shortcomings and flaws and the design and things which did not work as expected from the day one, and the others who actually absolutely hate the new iPhone design and say, you know what, we're gonna split and we're gonna take off, we're gonna go to and buy Galaxy or some other Android device, and basically saying bye bye Apple, that's it for me. So today we will talk about what people like and don't like about new iPhone X and if the iPhone X is actually gonna be good for you. So let's begin. Okay, so here is the device. I got it recently and I was actually on order list on November 3rd, but its pre-order takes some time to deliver, so finally got it. Let's do a quick unboxing and then we dive into the subjects of today's discussion for what is so good about this device and what is not so good about this device and should you be getting one or not. Alright, so unboxing of the Apple product is always fun to do, so let's do it quickly. And you got your box, normal stuff, which is documentation and all the new manuals. The most important part of all this documentation here is the new gestures manual, which you can have here and just look at it. And actually I recommend you study this, so it will give you a quick start how to use new gestures. And this is the device. So take it out. Oops. This is the phone. It's in the plastic cover, the new device. Just go like that, slowly, coming up, going around, and coming up on this side. Size-wise, these are two different phones, and of course iPhone X is smaller, but it feels actually heavier a little bit than 7 Plus. What else do we have in the box? We have in the box is the charger brick, standard AirPods here, and this is connector lighting cable, and last but not least, you have your lightning cable. Okay, we're gonna start the iPhone now and copy the data from my original phone to this phone, and this is where the most magic gonna happen. Apple is making it so much easier right now to transfer data from your original iPhone to the new one. It's like similar interface to the ones which you use when you go and actually activate your iWatch. So all you have to do is just to put one device on top of the other, like that, and it will actually go in and discover it. So let's see how it's gonna work. Now we have to bring the devices close. No SIM card installed, that's fine. English. See here, right away, I got information that the device was found. Look at that. New iPhone setup. So it's known already, my Apple ID, my everything. And all you have to do is just go in and continue. And this is the whole thing happens. So you see that thing here, like there is a circle, and you want to put for the iPhone to go and scan that on the top, so it will go like that. And here you go, the finishing on iPhone setup right now. Now it's gonna ask me for the passcode, and now it's just gonna finish setting up the two new devices. As you can see here, those are side by side. So we got new kid in the block right now. Like almost 10 years ago, Apple in 2017 decided to reinvent the phone again. So, and that's resulted in a new design, new OLED display. Well, OLED is currently actually used already for almost 2 years on Samsung phones, but hey, this is Apple we're talking about here. So it's not who was the first, it's basically who is the best. And actual OLED display from iPhone X with Super Retina and True Tone technology is considered by many today as one of the best screens of 2017. So it's edge-to-edge design, it's bigger than an iPhone 7 or 8 Plus. It's with true blacks and high contrast ratio. So this screen is amazing. Again, there are some issues already reported on the internet, like about burnt pixels, green lines, freezes when it's cold and not responsive to the touch when it's cold. But some of these issues are reproducible, the others are not. Apple is fully aware of those issues and they confirm it on their page, and they're gonna issue the patch very soon to fix all of them. Stand by for the patch. Also, I heard about concern about OLED display and OLED panels in general, which do not really like the touch, and they don't really like when you press on them so hard. But remember, you're not pressing really on the screen, you're pressing on the grid. There's a sensor grid, which is a thin layer on top of the display, which is basically controlling your 3D touch. That's why Samsung made their home button in the bottom of the screen, and this is the only area which is responsive to the touch. All the others are not. But I think in general, if you don't press too hard on the display, then you should be okay. iPhone X also got new chipset, which is A11 Bionic, 3 GB of memory, and 2 memory options, one of 64 and none is 256. So not sure whose idea was it in Apple to give you 64 gig option, but hey, if you store exclusively all your data in iCloud, then maybe it's gonna be enough for you. And there are people like that who buy these phones. In comparison to my iPhone 7 Plus, there are some interesting performance stats which I'm gonna show you, provided by Geekbench, On2 and Memory Performance Tool. So as you can see, iPhone X is much higher on Geekbench test than iPhone 7 Plus, and it's for multi-core and single-core as well. As a result, overall score is much higher on iPhone X. The same is true for On2, almost 195,000 in scores, which is amazing. Let's talk about what's really new on the iPhone. Aside from the design and big screen, everybody will tell you that it's a notch or unibrow which you will see on the top of the iPhone. And that thing is packed with new technology sensors which are making Face ID possible. So Touch ID or Face ID, or maybe both. Currently we only have on the new phone Face ID, but Apple introduced Touch ID technology with iPhone 5S. And it's revolutionized the whole industry. Now everybody has fingerprint scanner on their phone to secure your data. But again, many has it, but Touch ID is the best. And it's perfect, it's almost ideal, works 100% on 99.9% of the time. And that technology got polished over the years with multiple fixes and improvements. So now everybody just taking it for granted. And Apple decided to drop Touch ID altogether, and probably that happened because they didn't have enough time to put the Touch ID sensor under the glass and make it works. So we went all in with Face ID. New A11 Bionic chip got lots of power to drive this new technology forward, and it's 50,000 unique points which are making 3D image of your face, which is used later by the analysis to authenticate you as a user of your phone and basically unlock your phone. I think going forward we shall see lots of new apps which will use this sensor technology to interact with the user. So CPU power issue may be back on the table, and it may be sooner than you think. So many videos posted already about Face ID, so it's not working underwater, it only works with vertical orientation of the phone. Seriously? You kidding me, Apple? So if I put my phone like this, it will not work? Touch ID, you can put your finger any way you want and it will still authenticate you. So I think it's just a matter of patching, because that orientation of the phone when the Touch ID only works like this, it's not good. There is also a video on YouTube recently which I found which indicates that Face ID was actually fooled with 3D printer printed mask of the owner of the phone, and it's unlocked. And also unlocking when you look in the setting to reflection in the mirror. I don't know why that happens, but if you put your phone like that and you're gonna be looking in the mirror, the phone will unlock. And also don't forget, Face ID is slower than Touch ID. If you have require attention switch on, which is basically requiring you to look in your phone in order to unlock it. On the other side, this technology like Face ID, it's working today. It's working at 95%, 95, 96% of the time. And as any brand new tech which was recently designed, it will require some tuning, some fine improvements, and hopefully some of the software patches will be able to fix that for us, and we will see them soon, so finger crossed for that. Now let's talk about quick charging. So iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus and iPhone X are now support quick charging, but quick charger is not included in the box. You only have this. Apple, are you kidding me? Seriously? Like, this is 2017 and you don't include the charger, the quick charger in the package. Like for the phone, which is way over $1,000 price tag, and with manufacturing cost around 357 bucks according to MacRumors. So that is straight rip-off. This charger should be included in the box, especially taking into consideration that many rivals and iPhone competition is including this quick charger in the standard package. So we also get right now wireless charging. So basically what that means, you get your phone, you put it on a pad and it will charge. So again, Samsung and all the other vendors have that for ages, and now we have it. So thank you very much. That's very good. Let's talk about cameras. So we have 12 megapixel cameras right now on the back. But the good point is both of them right now in iPhone X got image stabilization, optical stabilization. So that is for telephoto lens and for wide-angle lens. And right out of the box it will produce better pictures in low light. We got very impressive high dynamic range. We have stable video footage even if you run. And so if you into this and these things are very important for you in your work, in your blogging or whatever you do, then iPhone X is gonna be perfect for you. You're just gonna love it. Again, so Pixel 2 got front-facing camera as well, which is doing very nice bokeh, and it's claimed to be much better on the iPhone X as it is right now, because we use machine learning method to check and separate your face from the background, and Apple just can do it as well. So it's probably gonna come up as one of the updates because that technology and the software is still in progress of development. So in overall, as you can see, iPhone X pictures are pretty decent. They're very, very good compared to the size of the phone, and the camera's technology is amazing. Of course, it's not comparable still with the full frame pictures from big SLRs like Canon 6D or some other things. But to have that in your pocket, that's amazing. We also got new ways to perform known tasks, and I'm talking about gesture control, and that's the little brochure which you will have inside your phone as well, explaining you quickly how to use new methods to access the phone. Again, opinion split on that. Some claims it is slow, takes more time to do the tasks which used to take seconds, and others, they don't have concerns. They don't even see how it is impacting their daily life. And plus, there are new shortcuts which are making things even faster with iPhone X, and there is a lot of videos on YouTube showing you these shortcuts. For example, you don't slide up and hold to get the carousel of your windows and applications. You just slide up and to the right away, and it will open carousel immediately. So there are lots of videos, and if you're interested to see those shortcuts explained on this channel, leave your comments down below and we will do deep dive on those on one of the next videos. Those of us who've been using this phone for like 10 days already, who got it immediately after the launch, they claim that you don't really see much of the difference. In fact, they think that new way to operate the phone in gestures control is more natural, and they just keep on swiping the new old phones as well right now because we're so used to this new swipe gestures on the iPhone X. So for this phone we're gonna have new generations of apps which are coming as well. So you got, for example, Animoji and some other stuff already, and most entertaining known part of iPhone X, and lots of people having fun with it, is actual Animoji. But this is only the beginning of the new family of apps which will use technology on this notch to communicate with the user, to be new user interface, and the power of CPU A11 Neural Engine, which is basically a little AI inside your phone, and that opens a whole bunch of new possibilities for virtual reality applications, for augmented reality applications, and some of them already exist, and yes, they work on my iPhone 7 Plus, but I noticed that they drain battery of iPhone 7 Plus much faster, and I'm pretty sure when the new applications come up, we're gonna have more requirements for the CPU for virtual reality and augmented reality apps. So iPhone 7 Plus will lag, and iPhone X is still gonna be okay. Of course, all existing apps which we have on today, they will just work faster on the new iPhone 10 versus, for example, to iPhone 7 Plus. So, yay or nay for this little guy here? Well, would I recommend this phone for you to buy? And the simple answer is, it depends, right? Why? Well, this is very, very expensive phone, which is packed with latest tech on the notch, and like it's got OLED and all that stuff. So if you are not into this and it will cost you arm and leg basically, then no, I would not recommend you buy it, because there are more affordable options available on the market today. Some of them actually still runs iOS, some of them are different operating systems. So what about if we talk about iPhone 7 Plus or iPhone 8 or 8 Plus? Well, I would say if you're about to buy this stuff, then yes, iPhone 10 is much better positioned for the future, and that would be my choice. I would buy rather iPhone 10 than iPhone 8. Unless you really want to use TouchID and you say that, and you basically tell me that TouchID is most important feature, then iPhone 8 and 8 Plus would be good for you. So if you decided to switch from Android, well, welcome to the iOS family first of all, but be aware of completely new environment which you're gonna dive into, and check its components before you do. Because everybody knows that Apple products and software works the best on Apple hardware and with Apple services. So if you have some other additional concerns on top of what we discussed here, you could always get the latest Android phone. So I heard that Galaxy S9 is going to be pretty cool and it's coming very soon. Or just wait for version 2, like I said, iPhone 10 Plus, or next generation of iPhone, which is going to be called iPhone 11. I don't know. So just wait for those, and I'm sure all your concerns will be addressed. What is my personal opinion about this iPhone 10 device? I think this is super cool new device, considered by many today to be the best smartphone on the market. But its advanced technology will pave the way to the whole family of the new apps and services which are going to be using those. And I'm pretty sure very soon other big brands will pick up this technology or something similar, and you will definitely gonna see those in the new Apple products and Apple applications and services. Okay guys, so this is it for today's review of iPhone 10. Put your comments and opinions in the field down below. I would like to know, what do you think about new flagship from the Cupertino from Apple? And would you buy it or not buy it for yourself? And if yes or no, for what reason? Let me know. Alright, thank you for watching and staying with me to the end. And definitely check other tech videos I have on my channel. And click that like button and click subscribe button if you're not still a member of the family. For whatever reason, I would like to see you here all the time. And stay tuned for more videos, and I will be happy to see you here again next time. Until then, peace.